Hi, my name is Roger Richard. I'm a writing candidate for the presidency 2024. This is my second message to you, Main Street America. This 2024 presidential election, as I am seeing it, is a controlled election for the pubs and the Dems, as well as the mainstream news media. The news media gives no credence and no respect to third-party candidates. Main Street news media controls which candidates are to be heard on their stations and what policies are to be presented to the public in order for the public to decide who they want representing them. The news media don't tell you what you want to hear. They tell you what they want you to hear. Sadly, it is strictly a two-party system, and the choice comes down to voting for who you don't like rather than who you do like, the lesser of two evils. Politics changes most of our politicians. They are no longer people. They are part of a cult-like coterie, a select group of people with shared interests, especially a group that is exclusive of other people. The Dems are led by a leader who dictates what the members are to do and say, and the pubs are one of the most dysfunctional families ever in the history of mankind. Neither party has produced viable candidates in this 2024 election. One party or the other should have a comfortable lead in the polls, considering the problems and shortfalls of each candidate, but neither one does. Ms. Harris has raised a record $1 billion in her short term of this campaign, but she is basically tied with her opponent. And after all this fundraising, the Dems are still begging for $5 donations. And there is really nothing unknown about her opponent, who has raised close to $1 billion himself and seems to be reinventing himself almost daily. But they are still very, very close in the polls. Many celebrities have waited almost to the last hour of this election to endorse a candidate. There is no reason for them to have waited this long to decide which candidate they want to support, except that both candidates are very weak candidates. And many voters are still waiting to make up their minds and hoping for a better choice to vote for. This is not a good sign for the credibility of either candidate. Our election is winding down with the candidates conducting themselves in a subpar behavior. Vindictive name-calling and malicious playground talk. They are demeaning the other candidate with negativity, vitriol, and anger, with wrath and childlike behavior. This election has come to negative name-calling and demeaning the other candidate. Is this who we are? Is this who they are? All the negativity and name-calling. Is this the direction our country is headed in? Is this our future? Vitriol, threats, retaliation, hyperbole? We deserve better. The Americans deserve better. What we need as a country is to bring the suicide rate down. We need clean air and clean water, and the list goes on and on. Our nation's character should be progressing, not regressing. Integrity and respect should be the cornerstone of our democracy. Dignity and grace should be our guidance, and self-respect and pride should be the manner in which we should be conducting ourselves as candidates and as a country. Our demeanor is our heart and soul and our conscience. Just saying. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Please write in and vote for Roger D. Richard, someone who is trying to bring America together again. For more in-depth information on this matter and my other policies, please go to Blue Sky Productions. BLUSKYE PRODUCTIONS.com.